Hey guys, Paul with Experity here. I'm often asked what kind of training we do here. And the reality is, we're just generalists. We do general fitness. But what does that even mean? Today we're going to talk about how we define general fitness and how that drives our training philosophy. So in the broadest sense of the word fitness, the three properties we focus on here are mobility, strength, and endurance. Pretty straightforward, right? And when I think of these three properties and what fitness even means, I like to think of a continuum. On one side of a continuum, you just have enough of each one of these to get through your daily life. You have enough mobility to bend over and tie your shoe. You have enough strength to carry your groceries or your kid. And you have enough endurance to go explore a new city when you go on vacation. Of course, a lot of us want more than just enough. But then on the other side of the spectrum, there's kind of the extremes. There's the extremes of strength. The world record for the deadlift is over 1,100 pounds. I think it's safe to say that most of us fall somewhere in the middle of that spectrum. We want more than just enough fitness to get by. Maybe that's because we want to look fit. Maybe that's because we have a competitive streak that we want to satisfy either in the gym or with athletic endeavors. Or maybe we just want to partake in a hobby that requires a little bit higher level of fitness. However, many of us don't have the time or even the desire to really take our fitness to the extremes and do something like a 100-mile ultra marathon. And if you do, that's great. But what we focus on here is that middle of the spectrum. So here's what all-round fitness looks to me, kind of property by property. So the first characteristic that we talk about is mobility. How much mobility do you need? I think in real life, it's safe to say that if you can get up and down off the ground freely, and maybe even get up and down off the ground without using your hands, you've got enough overall mobility to where your life isn't going to be hampered by that. In the gym, as long as you have enough mobility to perform your exercises with safe technique, you don't really need any more, and you just want to focus on maintaining the health and the integrity of those joints. From a strength perspective, how much is enough and how much do we need? Well, we certainly would probably start with being able to have a good control of our body and bodyweight movements like squats and push-ups. From there, we just want to focus on getting incrementally better. The amount of strength we need is going to be up to the individual, but we're definitely going to run into a point of diminishing returns to where if I take my deadlift from 400 pounds to 450 pounds, it may not improve the quality of my life that much. However, what I've often found is that as people get bit by the iron bug, they make strength their hobby, meaning that, yeah, I'm taking my deadlift from 400 pounds to 450 pounds, maybe won't add to the quality of my life a whole lot, but it's fun and it's a challenge and it gives me something to focus on. So how much strength is enough and how much is enough for general fitness is really up to the individual, and if their goals are more aesthetic or if their goals are more hobby-based or if their goals are just to be strong enough to participate in a certain hobby or sport. From endurance standpoint, they're sort of the same thing. I think being able to walk 3 miles easily is the bare minimum for having enough endurance to enjoy your life without being hampered. I think to call yourself fit, you'd probably want to be able to run a decent 5K or 3-mile race. Is a half marathon extreme? Is a full marathon extreme? Again, I think that's up to the individual. I think it's safe to say that you don't need to be able to run a marathon to have the highest quality of life outside the gym. But again, it may just be a personal challenge for you. And working towards that goal might be extremely fulfilling, in which case, have at it. So what we mean when we say we train for general fitness means that we just want enough fitness to get the most out of our lives and to hit any goals that we want. And of course, our goals and what we view as fit enough to get the most out of our life is up to the individual, but whatever the case is, the coaches here at Experity are here to support you in that goal. For more information and videos just like this one, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, or visit us at experityfs.com.